gods and goddesses and all high vibrational human beings. You know what the fuck it is. See? Where we at with it, right? I'm about to tell y'all something. Where we at with it. You already know. Cold Satan sun. Lens flares. You know what I'm saying? Look at that shit, y'all. Look at that shit. Tell me you can't see the blue Kachina even more now. That shit almost like a bluish, greenish, yellowish. It's like all of those colors in one and shit. Shit is beautiful. Man. I value and respect y'all. We almost there for real. You feel me? We been through it all. It's a beautiful time, y'all. Like I said, we must get this shit. That's one thing that we gonna get more than anything. You know, shout out to all my neuromelanated beings, but then shout out to my hearing beings also that can put their feelings aside and really see what's what, where we at. We getting this shit, you feel me? This is what everybody should be doing more than anything. It's just getting that sun, girl. It's a beautiful feeling. All the distractions that they giving out, all the fear that they trying to have people in, that don't got shit on what our son is doing right now. You feel me? I say we almost home, but we home. The only reason why it feels like we not home yet is because we're still under the control of the monetary system. That's like the last thing. You get what I'm saying? If you think about it, I don't know what people would consider the grid crashing, right? But as soon as that money shakes away, it's officially gone after that. You know what I'm saying? The control, as far as like having us able to get certain things and not able to get certain things, that's out the window. That's out the window. For real, I look at it like that's when the grid crashed, because whether the grid is supposedly crashed or not, if our power is out, as soon as that money's not able to be ran as far as controlling people, that's when people are gonna start wilding out. You know, on all levels. This is why people are gonna start wilding out on all levels. Because how you doing today, sweetheart? You're very beautiful. Enjoy the rest of your day. Yeah, like people gonna start wilding out, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. People gonna start wilding out because like I told y'all, a lot of people's egos and stuff come from that. So at that moment when it's like people can't be controlled off it, what people can have and can't have and stuff, at that moment when that comes about, it's gonna be a whole different ball game. You get what I'm saying? A whole different ball game. Like, because people are not gonna be able to withhold certain things on top of other people. You know, y'all know it's a lot of things that fit that people hold over people, monetary system wise, off of the fact that other people can't have it. Because like I said, a lot of people are really insecure without their money. Not everybody with money, but a lot of people with money though. A lot of their ego, like them feeling like a sense of respect they have for themselves, it comes from financial. And it's almost not even their fault in a way. The reason why I say it's almost not even a lot of people's fault is because in this system, as we know of like power, it comes from success, you know, aka damn near your occupation, how much money you're making. You hear what I'm saying? You're gonna feel more powerful than you are if you put value into that, because that's what this life teaches, you know. But when you have power for yourself and knowing who you are, and whether you have that or not, it doesn't make a difference, you know. So that's the difference between it. But a lot of people can't see that, because a lot of people can't see anything past the veil of the system in which we're living in, even to start with. So it sounds like rubbish to a lot of people, but where we at though, it's a beautiful time though, you know. It's a beautiful time. You know, so it's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? I know the everybody What do y'all think is going to happen to people with the egos where their money comes from them? When it's like that's no longer having that same effect on them, because whatever will be whatever cause of anything in which what somebody can have, they can have what you can have. You know what I'm saying? So at that moment, you're gonna have to be content with that. Like I said, people get power off of flash and stuff of a certain cause. They know the next person might not be able to obtain it, doesn't have that level of money. You know what I'm saying? But that they're not going to be able to do that no more. Or even with the money falling, a lot of that stuff that's even up value, it's not going to have that same meaning like how it did right like today, or as the system is up. You feel me? For real. You know? And a lot of people, that's what I'm saying. Of course the power is going to go out, but as far as the great crashing, we got like a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying? I can see it as people passing by me in the cars. A white dude that just looked over at me. He see me on here, you know? And it's like every time white people look at me now, it's like they get uncomfortable more than ever. It's like they've always got uncomfortable being around me, and which I didn't know because I didn't know nothing about anatomy. But now, in which a lot of stuff that I've been speaking on, a lot of unnatural people, they just get uncomfortable with shit around me. But like one of the things that I want to talk about off of my awareness though is that it's ironic as hell. The reason why I say it's ironic as hell is no disrespect of my unnatural people or nothing like that, but I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. Off of me knowing what's happening y'all anatomically right now, and how it's gonna get harder for y'all to be so-called civil neurologically, like I'm damn near like scared around y'all. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm scared. I don't really want to be around y'all because I know that only a few of y'all gonna be able to control those behaviors, and it's starting to come out more by the day. You know, so I don't really feel safe around y'all. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm not even joking. You know, I'm not saying this off of me being racist. I'm saying this off of genetics. You feel me? You know, that might hurt a lot of people's feelings, but I'm keeping an extra eye on everybody that's unnatural right now. Being honest with you, I'm keeping an extra eye on everybody that's unnatural. And I'm keeping an extra eye on anybody that's neuromelanated, that's of my genetic makeup, that I can tell that wants something from this world. They're more dangerous than the complex cell organism alone. I'm watching both of y'all. You know, like I'm being real with y'all. You know, because my validation is me using my common sense off of what I'm comprehending and connecting it to real life for how that connects, however so. You feel me? I can read between the lines, you know, like I'm not stupid at all. So it's like I see it, all of it as it's crashing and stuff, and I literally just say to myself, like, damn. And I just hope everybody ready. You feel me? I hope everybody ready. Because a lot of people aren't really ready because they've been too connected to this system and thought that this is how we're always supposed to live. A lot of people didn't even start feeling the effects and all this I'm speaking about until like recently, off of like them using their common sense and seeing that the money's no longer going to be able to control us, organic people, you know. And it's a beautiful thing, y'all. This shit is just so beautiful. Like I'm so happy with this shit in my lifetime. Like I'm not even going to front. Like I'm so happy I'm seeing this shit. It's like I feel like I'm just like every day I'm just looking at everybody still trying to hold on to whatever they can hold on to, you know? It's like metaphorically, literally, it's like I'm seeing everybody fall off the cliff and they're holding on to each piece of a rock that they can, just like this, falling and shit. And it's like I just let go completely. I stopped trying to hold them rocks. So like I said, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Am I gonna let go? Am I gonna try to hold the rocks till I can't no more? Or I'm just gonna let go of this shit? Because this shit wasn't for me and should never really been associated with me to start with. I don't even low-key be hearing motherfuckers when they be saying it's our biggest test. Like, I get it. Don't get me wrong. I understand it, but, you know, I don't really respect that shit, and I'm not really for that. But I know either here or there, that doesn't matter because, you know, as far as, it's not about me, as far as us as a collective, and for us to be better always. So it's like, it's bigger than me whether I like this test or not. That's why I'm in it, right? But it's like still
Monument Drive Transit
you know,
Center.
put it like this. What I'm basically saying is I'll make sure ain't gonna be no more redoing this once this shit is up. I'll make sure that my soul alone ain't gonna be another test of this type of shit. You know? I know I definitely won't be here. I know that. I'm not going through this shit again at all. I don't give a fuck. Like, even if it was possibly going on, they give us a question like, "Oh, you want to go?" I'd be like, "Hell no, hell no." Not gonna be abused like this just because I'm organic for whatever reason for us to be better. Hell no. Fuck that. You know, fuck that. Y'all other neuromelanated beings can do this shit over. You know, I already did this shit a lot anyway. You know, like I'm not doing this shit no more. You know, no more. You're not gonna be able to abuse me in this system and have me looking crazy because I see it clear as shit and I'm remembering who I am amongst everybody that's still trying to hold on to this shit and people that's unnatural even to start with this shit. Like, we're not gonna play that game no more, y'all. This is the last of that shit. So every day I'm just making sure I remind myself that, you know, even the Latino dude that just got off the bus, he was listening to everything I was saying, and he got nervous, you know. A lot of us are like that right now. We're getting like real nervous because we don't know how to like handle it. That's a real problem, you know. That's a real problem with us. You hear what I'm saying? It's something that we've been going through for a while. Like, that type of shit didn't just start. You know, I just feel like it's like a video game at this point. It definitely is like a message retracted. But I feel like this shit is like a video game. But it's like, I'll tell y'all this though. As we finish, as this shit closes out, and we remember who we are, and this shit gets beautiful again, let me get in this summer real quick. You know, it's gonna be beautiful. Nobody can stop this what's happening with us right now, and that's the best part. You hear what I'm saying? That's the best part, y'all. I don't give a fuck about that money shit. I really don't. Besides, it just going away as y'all continue to try to abuse me with that shit. You feel me? This is where we at with it. You know? As long as this is doing what it gotta do, shit, y'all can't tell me shit, bro. Look at that shit. I'm gonna start going live, and I'm gonna just start putting the phone on the sun, so y'all can just see what the sun is giving off. You feel me? Having my sessions with the sun, you know. For real. My sessions with my sun and shit. Don't that shit look so beautiful? Look at that shit. No matter what. Wind, no matter what. Look at that shit. We almost there. I look at it already. I said, man, I already made it. I already made it to one day they take away already. This shit is so beautiful. So I'm just letting y'all know. Hope everybody getting that damn sun. Yeah, y'all. It's so real. I'm telling y'all, the energy is just weird. Yeah, it is. You know, but one thing's for certain: just keep your positive energy. Regardless, I put it like this: if anybody, whatever, I don't care what you're going through in life. If you're going through anything in life, look at my videos and get strength. You get what I'm saying? I'm sleeping outside. You know, I'm getting out of homelessness. You know what I mean? I'm going through poverty. slave catchers really leave me alone. Or I'm not gonna say that they leave me alone. I just feel like every time they try to get used by someone else of negative energy to attack me because of my stance, it just gets counterattacked. Like just the other day when it was 6 of them over there, and I didn't even know. I wasn't even there. I've been gone, and I didn't do anything wrong. But just because I didn't do anything wrong, the universe protected me and allowed for me not even to be present. Somebody was trying to attack me. You hear what I'm saying? Like the universe always looks out for me in certain shapes, ways, and forms. But like I said, I don't even want. I'm not gonna say I'm ungrateful. I'm not ungrateful, but I don't want the universe to have to look out for me. You hear what I'm saying? I don't want it to be a type of abuse that's on me because of the species I'm connected to, and then me to have to suffer in any shape, way, or form of lack off of the species I'm connected to in our division, or the mother of all life that's still capitulating in this shit, that has it fallen back on black men in such a deteriorated manner, you know, of like our spirit, our masculinity, you know, the normal way of life in which we're supposed to be moving like it's all connected, you know. So it's like I'm just very, very grateful that I had the energy to just still speak truth and know who I am amongst a system that's trying to strip that away from me every day, you know, and have me feel less than or not even have energy to talk to y'all about this because I don't have enough money for whatever that I would need it for. You hear what I'm saying? It's people that have places to rest their head at. You know what I mean? They know whenever they got to take a shit at any time, they can take that shit or piss. You know what I'm saying? They know where their next meal is coming from. They have their kids with them. You know what I mean? They might have some struggles with rent, living check to check, but they got a place to rest their head at. You know the weather, they're not affected by that, whatever that may be. Like it's people that's in way better situations than me, and scratch if they don't know themselves. They can't even speak about the negativity that's on the planet, even if not knowing how it connects to genetics or any of that. You hear what I'm saying? So I'm doing all of this. Basically, like I'm in the worst state that a person could be in, and I'm still putting so much positivity out on the planet every day and making people aware every day. You know? So like I that's the first thing I do. Like I pat myself on the shoulder. Like even yesterday, no, actually not even yesterday, this rising. Was it last? No, it was last night. No, it was like early today. It was like 4 o'clock, 3:30 in the morning. Like on my right eye, I just started crying tears. But it's like I wasn't crying, but I was crying. Like they was just falling out by themselves. It was almost like my body needed to heal because of all the attacks that's on me. You know what I'm saying? Even if I didn't let myself cry, I guess. And it was like my body just started releasing it by itself. You know, it was like one tear, and I thought maybe I was tripping. I'm like, what the fuck? I felt my face. I didn't yawn. That's the first thing I thought about. I'm like, I didn't yawn. You know, why the fuck is a tear falling out of my eye? You know what I'm saying? And then like I like kind of like ignored it. I didn't think about it no more after that. And then like another one fell. You know what I'm saying? And then I don't know. I just got like the download or something. I'm just like, yeah, it's just like my body healing from like all the attacks and everything that is up against me, and how pure my heart is within all of these attacks. You know, that's definitely what it's about. The spiritual warfare that I'm in. All that's against me being attacked by my own people that's unnatural off of being aware of my situation, trying to use it against me. You know what I'm saying? The last of it this year, whether they're doing it directly or not. You know what I'm saying? Like and that's another story in itself, because any form of us struggling in this system, since it's designed against us, that's exactly what anyone unnatural is doing, whether they're aware of it or not, because all this is built on the genocide of me, you know, my species. So people don't understand, even when like I say like you're living off of me, like they don't they like what do you mean? Who the fuck are you? Da da da. I'm like, bro, like genetically the species I'm connected to entirely. You know what I mean? What we supposed to be doing, that's supposed to be at the bottom of the barrel when we're actually the total opposite. All of it's just psychological slavery. Slavery never stopped. And slavery is still a choice, even in which how it's set up now. It was a choice when it was physical. It's a choice. It's a choice right now, even on a psychological level. You know, and a lot of us are getting so triggered because at the rate that all of this is coming to your forefront, even us that's ignoring these issues is still not stopping it coming to your forefront. Y'all got to realize it's an energy thing. So you're ignoring one person that's speaking on it. That's not stopping you getting the thoughts of it, nor everybody else getting the thoughts of it, because it's coming from an energy standpoint that's hitting this planet, that's affecting you. You know, everyone is a biological vessel. You feel me? And so everyone's body isn't completely made the same, but we're all energy. Some of us have a soul, some of us don't. But the energy that's hitting the planet, you have no choice but to be dealt with off of that energy. You hear what I'm saying? So that's why it'd be so funny to me when people be trying to like not validate people speaking on the certain stuff that's real for the planet and which what we're going through. Because in my mind, like I'm just like, people don't even realize. I'm like, you're not talking about the issues, or not validating anyone that's talking about the real issues isn't doing anything. You know what I'm saying, at all. Because you're one person. Everybody has free will, and trust me, at the level of the rate that the energy is hitting everybody, everybody's not choosing just to ignore it or be in fear. You know what I mean? Regardless of whatever side that they're on, they're speaking about it. They want answers. You know, even unnatural people want answers. You know, in which their own species still isn't bringing about to the forefront the answer at all, because they already still trying to withhold the lie as it's coming out. So like, this is like a serious thing, y'all. Y'all know I value and respect y'all, but y'all know, like, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it just to fit, you know what I'm saying, like the narrative of anybody's like personal feelings. But I'm just so grateful. That's what I tell myself every day. I'm so grateful because no matter how much attacks come my way, no matter how much I'm pressed with the money, I still manage to make sure I give information to y'all as far as y'all going forward. That doesn't stop that, you know. And I know that that's the one main thing that all of this is meant to do. It's meant to have us not speaking peace. God, that's my God on the bus. It's supposed to have us not speaking about these things from a better standpoint of us entirely. And that's the one thing that's like a serious problem, you know. So that's why I say, that's why I'm saying this to y'all. You feel me? Because I care, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's all. But y'all know we in spiritual warfare, so y'all know how that go. Like, when you really care and you standing for children, or you standing for a righteous standpoint, it's going to be a lot of other attacks that come your way. You know what I'm saying? Like never before. It's just like what comes with you. You can't avoid it while this system is set up, because this system is set up around all of that same type of energy. You hear what I'm saying? So that's why even this shit has to crash while that other energy comes, because it's not the same frequency. You know, the frequency that's here is truth, you know, realness, you know, family, working together. You know, everything that we're in now is like is selfish, for self, capitalism, you know, me, mine. It's like possessive. And it can't be that type of energy that's on the planet no more, you know? It can't be, because it's destroying us, because it's against entirely how we've always been towards each other. We're not selfless people. We're not people that try to go for self in any shape, way, or form. We never been like that, you know? Yeah, y'all. So like I said, it's a beautiful time. You know, I feel like I'm on the forefront with all the guys. I'm on the forefront. Not a lot of people are on the forefront, but a lot of us are on the forefront, and we're speaking about these things every day. Y'all don't know how happy I get when I be on that. Even if it's someone that I already look up to, but not even look up to, and I just see a random person speaking on the real issues, it just lets me know how it's like a domino effect, and we becoming more and more aware every day. Like, hey, enjoy the rest of your day. God, peace, power, abundance, reflection. You get what I'm saying? We having more respect for each other and shit. Like, it's a beautiful time, you know? It's a real for real. I didn't even know my God over here. I got respect. Yeah, the guy just gave me respect real quick. I had to I had to respect the God. You get what I'm saying? Because our shit is different. You feel me? So no, like when I'm saying y'all, I feel like I've been chosen. I feel like I've been chosen to like bring awareness where I'm at. There's nobody in the area that I'm at that's talking about that, you know, or even saying anything to make us aware that we're all not one human race. You know, it's like nobody's doing that. But like as I'm bringing awareness to this, and I'm talking about the difference in DNA, it's having an effect where it's like I can tell that I shaped the frequency already in the area just by people when they see me. They're not looking at me from a standpoint of, oh, just a black man that's going through like a struggle because I'm fighting for my son and I've been alienated from him for 5 years, you know, off of this crazy woman. But they're looking at me from a standpoint of, damn, that man has went through so much and he rewired his brain in something that was supposed to destroy him, even make him harm himself. You know, I alchemized it. Like basically, y'all know how people got stories of their family being destroyed, like infidelity and stuff, right? And then having to fight for their child due to like a narcissist, a crazy woman and stuff. But I got that story, man. My family, this is like the steps I took. It's like my family, I was already seeing stuff, but then it was like this. My family got destroyed. I got alienated from my child as a punishment of choosing myself and not wanting to allow the abuse, whether she was admitting or not, off of me already knowing what she was doing and what she was on. And then after that, I found out who I was. I got hurt so bad, I found out my anatomy. I found out who I am in this system that's been designed against me strategically. That's how bad I got hurt. I don't think too many men know the guy got hurt so bad they found out their anatomy. You know what I'm saying? They found out what's going on their planet and the consequences behind it. That shit hurt me into making me smart as hell. You know, I know it's a lot of y'all that know me and how I used to be, and y'all probably like, what the fuck? Oh, there goes my bus right there. I know y'all probably like, I was on a whole different type of time, but that's what pain does, though. You know, it's either gonna make you or break you. You know, and that shit definitely made me. Because trust me, if it didn't, I would have been really, really violent, and I already would have maxed out here. You know, but y'all see, I come to y'all, people that try to make me reactive to be violent because they're not as smart as me or they're not aware of what I'm talking about. I don't let it affect me. You know, regardless of me oppressed, off of being a prisoner of war, I still come to y'all. How you doing today, man? So it's beautiful, you know. It's like it feel like I'm. Yeah, I know. But you go through Fair Lakes though, right? All the 615s go through Fair Lakes. But you get what I'm saying? Hold up. When I'm it's a real thing. It's a real thing. I got on the wrong zone. This shit feels unreal. Life feels unreal, but I'm living because I'm alive. all that matters. How you doing today, bro?
Doors closing.
Monument Drive and Fairfax Corner Avenue.
Almost made it here half the day. Almost there. It's just me and my. It's just me and my. It's me and my girl. Need the block go crazy. I know this might sound crazy, but when I get rich, if I get rich before this system is over, I ain't even gonna front. I'm probably gonna I don't know, I don't put it like this. I feel like I'm gonna end up just like paying for prostitutes, you know. But it's not. Put it like this: it's not my fault. 'Cause pain is pain, and I've been trying to heal the best I can, and I already have healed a lot.
Monument Hills Way.
But I'm very, very picky. I don't really see the usage in most women like how they are, or at least just the ones I've seen. I'm just speaking from my personal experience. And you know, of course, sexual activity is one small piece of a relationship, whatever intimate relationship. Besides, you know, but it's also just a very important thing because it brings life, right? You know. So I know it might not be the best thing to say, but I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like I said, I'm not trying to act like nothing I'm not or anything, or act like I'm furthermore in my journey as far as me healing and none of that shit. I'm just where I'm at and I'm growing, you know. But I feel like if I was to get rich right now, I feel like, because I still want to have sex and stuff, you know, but I'm not controlled by it, but I still would like to have it and stuff. But it's like most of these females, it's like I hit females while I've been homeless and struggling before, up and down, but majority of females now, like put it like this, it's even harder to do that now because these females are more money driven now than they was 10 years ago. You get what I'm saying? Like they're instantly sizing you up, not even just to see if you have money, but even a certain amount of money. The moment that they see that, they don't want anything to do with you. And if they can use you, they will, knowing they're not going to take you serious. Like, it's just too much mind games. I'd rather just pay my Lord money, bust my Lord nut, and keep it going. I'm going to be honest with y'all. You feel me? Like, real shit. Like, I'd rather just pay for prostitutes. You know what I'm saying? I'll have my favorite prostitutes. Like, the one that I hit, that I like or whatever, get used to her or whatever. And I'm good with that way I can still have my sex. And yeah, you know, just that, I guess. Because it's like, I'm not trying to diss women or anything, but I just see what women are on. I see all the games. I see how like shallow that a lot of them are. I'm not saying that there's not no other type of women out here, but I don't be seeing that. You know, I don't be seeing it. And it's not like I be purposely like looking in the wrong areas, because you know what I mean? I'm not even purposely going in certain areas to find them and stuff. But just from a collective standpoint, the majority of the women, they're too money driven. They're so money driven. I don't even think that when the money crashes, I don't think women are going to really, well, put it like this. If it's not all women, we're going to be straight and we're the most that's messed up, but we're going to find ourselves fast. But a lot of women, and it might even be some of us with this, what I'm about to say. But when that dollar crashes, a lot of us, we're gonna lose our minds, because like basically like a lot of women, they're not gonna know how to search for a man, because right now that's the first and like main thing, more than like anything, that's decided whether a woman is moving forward with you or even going to give you her number when you walk up there. You know, but believe it or not, she's not even really even thinking sexual. And if it is, it's from a lust standpoint where she just wants to fuck you, you know? And she just says if she's going to do that. But most of the time you go to your woman, for real, even if you're attractive, because you can be attractive and a female see your pockets ain't right, and then she don't give you no attention when she knows she was sexually attracted to you, because she's so shallow, she's just money based off of us in the monetary system, you know. And the more they put the prices up on stuff, the more the women get like that. It's like controlling the women, because a woman wants a man that's going to provide, but a woman only wants a man that's going to provide, in which what we look at provided today because of what we're living in. Because provided today isn't really provided, you know. That's not what we're supposed to be focused on, you know. We're not supposed to be just trying to get out of bag every day. Like that takes away from so much of like the dynamic of the type of people that we even are, like the essence of us, you know. And we don't even see that shit. Like it's so sad, you know. Like for real, y'all. Like I'm at a point now, like even when I see like attractive women, like I'm telling y'all, I'm not saying it's every single one, you know, because I'm a man. Of course, I see what I like, I'm gonna look, but it's a lot of women that will pass me, or I'll see them from my peripheral vision, and I can already tell the type of woman they are, no matter how good their body is or how good they look, right? And I'll just leave them alone. Like I won't even look. It'll be like they'll walk by me, and it'll be like they don't even exist to me, because I already know the type of woman that they are. And off of that, it changes how they look. They're not a 10 no more, you know? Like the average good looking like 10 female doesn't even know how to create a conversation properly. She's like narrow minded, like, you know, outdated thinking, you know. Like I'm telling y'all, it'd be those top four. It'd be the insatiable desire to be validated by all men, or be a top woman from all men, searching to have that with multiple different men. Then the childhood wounds, which we all have. It's not anything abnormal, just whether you work on it. But a lot of women weaponize their childhood wounds, their daddy issues towards men, and a lot of men use the daddy issues towards women. Then not knowing how to end relationships properly. Still talking to her exes, but in her mind, priding on the fact that she's going to have a flourishing relationship, but she's still talking to her ex, or still trying to have both, like a win at all cost type energy. Like I want my ex and I want him also, you know. So I'm a lion trying to finesse and juggle on both, you know. And then the people pleaser, wanting to be validated, so willing to do anything to be validated, you know, which leaves you even feeling worse left off. Because it's like you're just giving yourself away, and then at any moment those people will drop you and won't even give a fuck about you. But once you give your body away, you give your body away, you know. That's not something that you can just take back. No matter how much you change as a woman, you do all of that, them niggas still gonna be like, I fucked the shit out of you, I slutted you out, I was gagging you in my car, I was doing all of this, you know what I'm saying? Nigga want that? Nobody want that. Just know how much you're having fun. I want to say, know how much fun you're having, because that fun that you're having have it right now, or that feels like fun in the moment, right? Have you desperate later. You know what I mean? And like a hole that you can't dig yourself out of because you didn't even realize that you were in a hole. You know? Or you did, and a lot. Because a lot of women, y'all know exactly what y'all be doing. Or you did, and you didn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? You did, and you didn't give a fuck. But I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm mainly careful about now. I'll be damned if I ruin a child's life or the most important parts of their years or their growth because of a fucking scorn ass woman that doesn't want to heal. That doesn't. Damn. That's why that's like the most. Like that shit should have been taught to me. It wasn't. But one thing that I'm not gonna do is just continue just popping out babies like a lot of men do off of making the first mistake, already having a baby with the wrong woman. You know. That's something I'm not gonna do. You know what I'm saying? For real, y'all. So I'm gonna get at y'all, man. 700 points of RoBs Inferno while it burns. So I'm gonna tap in with y'all. Halfway through the day, I'll tap in with y'all maybe a little bit.